Dive into tanks of the Cold War. From the American M60 Patton to the Soviet T-62, we'll cover Britain's Chieftain, Germany's Leopard 2, France's AMX-30, the Soviet T-72, Britain's Challenger, and the M1 Abrams. Get ready. Buckle up for the M60 Patton, America's Cold War powerhouse. Developed in 1959 to counter Soviet threats, this beast rolled out with a massive 105mm rifled gun, blasting rounds at 2,000 feet per second. Weighing 50 tons, it moved at 30 miles per hour on a 750 horsepower diesel engine, protected by up to 6 inches of steel armor. It deployed to Vietnam in jungles and urban fights, then crushed foes in the Gulf War with laser-guided precision. Over 15,000 built, serving 20-plus nations, the M60's legacy roars on. What a legend. The Soviet Union's T-62 was introduced in 1961, the world's first tank with a smoothbore gun, a beastly 115mm, hurling APF-SDS rounds at over 1,600 meters per second. Weighing 40 tons, it could hit 50 kilometers per hour, shielded by up to 242mm of turret armor. It held a crew of 4 and served in the Yom Kippur War, Soviet-Afghan battles, and even Ukraine clashes. Over 20,000 were built. Next up is Britain's Chieftain. Rolled out in 1966, this 55-ton beast packed a 120mm rifled gun, firing Hesh rounds at 1,400 meters per second. It hit 30 miles per hour with multi-layered Chobham armor for unbeatable protection. Served the British Army through the 80s, starred in Iran's epic tank battles, over 900 built. Germany's Leopard 2 entered service in 1979 and weighed 55 tons with a 120mm smoothbore gun and advanced composite armor. It raced at 72 kilometers per hour. Exported to 20-plus nations, it served in Bosnia and Afghanistan. Awesome. Unveiled in 1966, France's AMX-30 weighed just 36 tons, armed with a 105mm gun. It hit 65 kilometers per hour to outrun heavier foes, prioritizing mobility. It served in the Cold War and the Gulf War and was exported to Saudi Arabia and Greece. Launched in 1971, the Soviet T-72 packed a 125mm gun. Mass-produced for the Warsaw Pact, it fought from the Yom Kippur War to the Gulf War's highway of death. Upgrades keep it relevant today. Britain's Challenger tank launched in 1983, packing a 120mm rifled gun. Weighing in at 62 tons, it served in the Gulf War, where its Chobham armor laughed at enemy shells. America's M1 Abrams launched with a 105mm gun, but the upgrade to the M1A2 with a 120mm smoothbore? Devastating. This tank weighs 68 tons, yet moves like lightning. Rumors swirl around the engine governor, which caps top speed at 45 miles per hour, but tank crews and veterans claim that removing or bypassing it unleashes speeds up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, with whispers from Iraq and elsewhere confirming armor units tweaking it for blistering performance. And that's the thunderous legacy of Cold War tanks. From the Patton's grit to the Abrams' turbine dominance, these iron giants redefined armored warfare. If you love this blast through history, smash that like button, subscribe to Steel and Thunder at War for more epic tank tales, and hit the bell for notifications. What military machine should we cover next? Drop it in the comments.